What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, reviewing today The Last Guardian. 10 years ago, there were few names in game development more legendary than Team Ico. This small studio was famous for crafting the most finely tuned masterpieces that managed to blend unique controls with amazing stories to make projects that are still talked about today. In 2007, they began working on what they saw was their ultimate title, a project that could be deeper and more moving than any game ever to be made. While I respect their vision, after spending so long designing this, the only question that really matters now is, was The Last Guardian worth the wait? Unfortunately, the answer to that is a bit mixed. Our tale begins with a young boy awakening to find himself trapped in a special kind of prison. This is not a place of sturdy bars or human jailers though, but instead, this is a prison of puzzles. How our hero got here is unknown, and yet it seems that he's not the only creature that ended up stuck within these walls. Throughout the land, there are legends of great beasts called Trico that consume people and have dangerous strength. Inside this boy's cell, there lies such a fiend, but rather than being the flesh-eating monster the storytellers claimed, he seems more like a gentle animal. The Last Guardian, at its core, is a simple platforming puzzle game. It's our job to find out how best to work together with Trico, earn his trust, and hopefully make it so we can both escape alive. This is done by learning how to communicate with your feathered friend. At first, Trico can almost be scary to deal with. He's huge, mysterious, and sadly seems terribly confused as to where he is. By feeding him and helping him clean his wounds, we slowly begin to develop a deep personal bond. The true highlight of this title is the relationship the player builds with these characters. Both of them have the same goals, but see the world in distinct ways, and thus try to solve problems in completely different styles. If left alone, Trico will do his own thing, wandering around, checking on top of tall surfaces, and generally looking for things to eat. It's up to us as the boy to find switches, open doors, and command our bird dog buddy to help us climb up high. This can be the best and worst part of the game overall. Dealing with a 10-ton creature requires an immense amount of patience. He really feels like a living, breathing beast, so just telling him to do something doesn't always lead to the result you want. For example, say you see a broken bridge up ahead, so you leap onto Trico's back and tell him to jump across. He clears the large gap easily and then just stands there. Searching the area, you notice a destroyed stairway on the left. Asking Trico to come closer, you can nearly reach the ledge while riding him, but not quite. Since you have no form of direct communication, you're forced to repeat commands over and over again until he accidentally ends up close enough for you to make the jump. It can be incredibly frustrating when you get deadlocked figuring out a basic situation just because your friend won't move correctly, but it's also probably the most realistic aspect of the game. Among the problems though, there is an interesting sense of discovery. The farther you get into your journey together, the more you unlock Trico's hidden powers. Just so I don't spoil anything major, let me mention one of the earliest skills you obtain. By using this strange glowing reflector shield, you can shine a beam of light on a distant surface. Hold it there for a second and Trico will shoot lightning out of his tail to blow up the target. This makes it so you can break into new zones and allows you to think of solutions a little more openly than before. With each new area I reached, there was a genuine love I could feel slowly growing inside me for Trico. He may occasionally be a pain in the butt, but he seems more alive than any other partner I've ever had in a video game. When he gets scared, his feathers ruffle subtly. When he fights the evil robot guards to protect you, he clearly hates having to kill, and when he's hurt, his limping nearly brings tears to your eyes. Trico has more humanity than most fictional characters could ever hope to obtain, and this is all impressively told with simple movements. The Last Guardian can at times feel like two very different experiences in one package. There's the daring story of a boy and a beast facing impossible odds in order to regain their freedom, but there's also the story of the gamer themselves battling the controls in order to progress. Throughout the journey, there were so many heart-wrenching moments that kept me stunned and eager to see what comes next, but these were also broken up by lame struggles against the game just not wanting to let me accomplish my objectives. Overall, I enjoyed my 18 hours with this project. I just think it could have used a bit more polish and a little more playtesting by the developers. Okay, so we've heard some good and some bad, but let's head over to the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving The Last Guardian a 7.5 out of 10. While there are a lot of fantastic qualities about this game, I don't quite think it's worth $60. I recommend waiting a few months and getting it after a price drop, that way you don't feel ripped off if you run into an annoying glitch or two. Thanks so much for watching, gamers. This has been DreamcastGuy with another review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. You know what's kind of funny is this entire script is all about how much I love animals, but the neighbor dog won't stop barking and it's driving me a little bit insane. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.